Everybody, welcome back to the Spurs 9501 podcast. To all our YouTube viewers and fans, we've got Richard Moore from Charlottesville Spurs Supporters Club on the call. Richard? How are you doing?
I've been better, man. I'm sure it's. I went to bed. I had to sleep on it, so I was very angry, and then I slept on it. I'm a little better this morning, so getting away from social media, just clearing my brain, and I have maybe a different perspective, but. Yesterday was tough. As a long-time Spurs fan, that was.
Yeah, I mean, just to give everybody a bit of a oversight, that I spoke to Richard yesterday, and we wanted to do a post-match analysis, but Richard said he was too upset, so we're doing it today, the day after the night before. So, Richard, I mean, I've had my view about this. Just talk us through what went wrong, why we didn't perform, why we didn't win. Just tell us your thoughts, because everybody wants to know what you think about the match.
I wish I had an answer. Yesterday I had a bunch of different things going through my head. I think just trying to focus on one thing of why we didn't perform. I think I slept on it. And I got to be honest, at first, yesterday, if we would have talked, it would have been all Jose Mourinho. I been one of the ones that, have patience and let him do his thing, let him have a full year. But after yesterday, I wanted him out. I was cursing at my wife, my kids. Then I slept on it, and I thought, what else could he have done? So, look at the second half. I mean, everybody wanted Vinicius in. He started him. He put in Lamela. He switched the formations 3 different times. He made all his substitutions that he had, and we still didn't perform at all. I could not believe the ineptitude of our team, and that's after. 1-0. We can all agree that was generous. It should have been 4 or 5-0.
Exactly.
And then I went to bed last night furious at Jose. And then I woke up this morning and I thought, okay, so what? Given the squad that he had and what everybody was saying, what else could he really have done? Because in the second half, he made all the adjustments that everybody wanted to see in the first half, and it was no better. So at some point, some of the onus is on the players, I would say. But then you start talking about player selections. I think the last time we talked, and as of today, we're stuck with Dele, who is one of my favorite. Surely after seeing yesterday, what does the guy have to do to get on that squad? Because
exactly.
if you're saying he can't help, and we're keeping him, then I'm at a loss for words. And that goes back to Jose.
Yeah, Dele's not worse than any of the players out there that were playing yesterday. But let me put something to you, Richard. Basically, you said, what could Jose do? He started. Let's put things in perspective. He went to Brighton, which is one of the teams near the bottom. They haven't won at home all season, so they're not good at home. Why didn't we go and attack them? Why did he play 5? You normally play 5 when you're playing defensive. So why did he play? And plus, you got a proper right back in Matt Doherty, yet he's playing Musa Sissoko at right back. What's going on there?
When the formation came out, I had to look at it because I'm not the most tactical person, right? So I said, okay, are we playing? Okay, it looks like we're playing a 3-back, right? So we have Toby in the middle, and then we had Rodon and Sanchez at right back, and then these 2 kind of false where you have Davies and Sissoko. I agree, but again, if you look at Doherty's last game at that same position, he was horrible. Doherty played in that same spot last game and did nothing. He had his chance. He did nothing again. He did nothing as a center back. He did nothing as that right back wing attacker. So you go back and look at Aurier. So we need Aurier there. And, he left us. He's in bad graces. He left at halftime after a mistake. And I understand the old school mentality of Jose if you make a mistake. But in that game, you had 3 terrible mistakes against Liverpool. Why just single out Aurier? Rodon made a mistake. Davies, how many mistakes has he made in the last couple?
Yeah, exactly.
And he still gets in. I don't get it.
But let me talk to you about Carlos Vinicius. You bought Carlos Vinicius in case Harry Kane gets injured. Harry Kane gets injured, and you don't play Carlos Vinicius from the beginning.
Well, I think he has to earn sort of that. I don't know. I wasn't down on that, right? I like the front 3. You got, okay, so every Spurs fan, when are you going to start Bale? So Bale started.
Yeah,
Bale did
he didn't
nothing.
do anything. No.
Was it his fault? So Jose is in one of those positions as Spurs fans, and I saw this tweet. Nobody hates the Tottenham Hotspur team more than the Hotspur fans, right? Like, we're so critical. And so everyone's like, when is Bale going to play? So Bale gets to play against the lowliest of teams, Brighton. And what does he do? Nothing, right? And so
it wasn't only him. The rest of the team didn't play either, but
exactly.
You're right, he didn't do anything.
So then you bring on, okay, finally, let's bring on Carlos. What did he do? Really? Nothing. I mean, so we have a major problem. There's a major I don't know what it is. I still don't understand. I mean, you got Bergwijn up there. You know, I don't know. Yesterday, we're just broken. We're a broken team. Nothing is really working. You know, again, and it goes back down to, I don't understand some of the, you know, who makes the team and who doesn't. And this goes back to, like, the best player on the field yesterday was Toby. Toby was amazing. Why the hell hasn't he started? Where is he?
That's Mourinho for you again. You know, nobody knows. But the thing is, what is a lot of the people? You know what happens here is when a manager, when results start to go badly, players don't perform. We call it like he's lost the dressing room. Basically, the dressing room don't have confidence in him that he knows what he's doing. All that. Do you think that's happening at Tottenham, or is it a bit too early for that?
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's already happened. I mean, you have, you know, I think you go back to Toby. You know, I watched him play yesterday, and I said, man, where has this been? Why hasn't he played? He's our best player, and he somehow fell out of graces. And he got the chance yesterday. And the look on his face was just like, what's happening? And I think he has, you know, and he has one opportunity to really salvage it, and that's going to be with what happens with Dele Has. Because as of now, 12-20, I guess the window's already closed. He's on our team. He's not going anywhere. He's got, you know, somebody has to swallow their pride, and it's got to be Jose's got to bring him back and get him into the squad and help us win, and go back with the players that have been sort of these players have been on and off the first team. And again, Toby's one of them. Dele's one of them. Like, get those guys back in, and because we're at a critical junction now. Forget about the EPL. We're just trying to play in Europe next year at this point. And after what I saw yesterday, I don't know what the next 3 matches are going to be bad.
Well, I was going to ask you, Richard, what's your prediction for the match against Chelsea on Thursday? How do you think we're going to do?
I mean, we made Brighton look like Bayern.
Or Barcelona. We made them look like Brightonola, like Barcelona.
Yeah. I mean, look, that game could have been so out of hand yesterday. And so then you look at a Chelsea team that, you know, they made the switch. They're rallying behind their coach. They're going to come out for blood. It's going to be bad. I mean, if we can't, what did Dele say? You know, smash the ball along and defend. If that's what we're going to do, and we can't actually get a shot on goal. When was our shot on goal against Brighton? At the 72nd.
I think Vinicius had one shot. That was it, I think.
Yeah, 72nd minute. So what are we going to do against Chelsea? I mean,
God knows.
And so if we don't get playmakers in there and somebody to get creative and somebody to help us move without Kane, which, you know, goes to show you how valuable he is, because you take him out and that's what we look like. But I think the big telling point is going to be what he does with Dele. You know, I think we have to see now. I think it goes. There's a bigger problem there, to be honest. There's something going on between Jose and Lee. You know, Jose doesn't want to play Dele, and somebody, you know, above him doesn't want to. They don't want to get rid of him. So something's got to give here, and I can't wait to see what happens. But you know, now's the time where, God, I hope, you know, number 20 comes back and.
Yeah. A lot of fans are now saying that Mourinho's got to go. He's useless. He doesn't know what he's doing. What do you think? Do you think he should go, or should we give him some more time?
Look, it's still not his team, really. You know, I have this. You know, he came on halfway through last year in a really bad circumstances. You take the documentary and everything, and COVID, and look, I still say we got to give him until the end of the year. Okay. We're still in every domestic cup. We're still in Europe. You know, we still have things to play for. But my God, I'm not confident, you know. But he needs. Look, he's won everywhere he's been. So I think we need to give him the benefit of the doubt still. Okay. and we got to stick with him at this point.
Okay.
Kind of made the deal with the devil, and now we got to ride it out, and hopefully he knows best.
Yeah. Cool, Richard. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your post-match analysis on Brighton, and hopefully we'll catch up with you after the next Spurs match against Chelsea. Hopefully that'll be a better result, and you'll be in a better mood.
Yeah, man. Right. Hopefully we can do it after the game. So
give me a come on, you Spurs. Then go on. Give me a come on, you Spurs, Richard.
Come on, you Spurs. Let's go. All
Excellent.
Right,